In this video, we'll be taking a look at the NGC Plus from Artdeshine. About 9 months ago, we tested the regular NGC, which really blew me away with its performance in terms of durability and some other characteristics that were really great too. Now, this is supposed to be the same kind of professional coating as NGC, but a flagship version. It's supposed to be even better. Artdeshine makes some pretty bold claims saying that this product uses carbon nanotube technology and it's supposed to make it slicker, glossier, more durable. They're claiming 7 years of durability on this product, and it's supposed to just be unmatched in their own words. Now, whenever I hear words like carbon nanotubes, graphene, diamond, etc., I do start to get that little spidey sense tingling, like, are they just throwing out buzzwords? But in the past, their performance was so good, and ultimately, no matter what the label or marketing says, the proof is in the testing. We will find out just how good that product is today and whether or not Artdeshine lives up to that hype. To kick things off, we're going to apply the nano graphene coating and see just how easy it is to use, given that it's a professional product. When I tested the original NGC coating, there was a typo in their instructions, which may have resulted in a lower application score last time around. And the typo called for an incredibly quick flash time. We're talking about tens of seconds. And both NGC and NGC Plus products are actually meant to have long flash times, as long as 15 minutes in the right conditions. Now, this product is very thick. It's not going to drip out well through the tip here. You are going to use these pipettes. You always want to shake the product up when you go to use it. For those of you new to the channel, this hood gets polished for every test with Meguiar's 205, and it gets decontaminated with isopropyl and an APC. I'm going to give you my opinion on how easy the product is to use or how hard it is to use. It's rated between a 10 and a negative 10. A positive 10 is as easy as this type of product gets, and a negative 10 is a product requiring like specialty equipment or having some other very serious challenges for somebody who's not a professional. Now, in the past, I did ding this product because it did seem tacky and hard to use due to the flash time. But now we're working with a 15-minute flash, which is huge. And they say it should spread like liquid glue. It shouldn't be super thick. Now, there's always a big debate whether you should apply in crosshatches like what I'm doing right now, or if you got to give it that Mr. Miyagi buff on, buff off action. Personally, I found from a swirl, scratch, finished look perspective, it really makes absolutely no difference. Whatever you get the best coverage with or what makes more sense to you is what you should go with. Now I'm gonna let this go for the full 15 minutes. I need just 1 second of your time to tell you that there are affiliate links down below in the description where you can purchase some of the products, tools, and equipment that I use throughout my videos, products that I like, things like that. And any purchases you make, they do help support the channel to make videos like this. We are right at 15 minutes and this looks very flashed. It looks very dry, actually. I'm a little nervous to see if it'll come up. So let's try it. Let's see if it comes off. Oh, and that is very easy. Obviously, if you're doing a whole car, you're better off using 2 towels. I'm just flipping mine. Now, you do want to just check and make sure you don't have any high spots, but once you know you don't have any, you're good to go. This NGC Plus is definitely a dream to wipe up even after such a long flash time. So overall, I've got to give it a 10 for application. I can see why people were telling me they didn't share my experience of a difficult wipe up with the original NGC, given that misprint. Long flash times can be a big plus, especially if you miss a spot. And at the end of the video, we'll do kind of a quick comparison of the two products and I'll give you my final thoughts. Now we'll find out just how hydrophobic the Artdeshine nano graphene coating is. And for this test, we're gonna apply a tiny drop of water and then look at it through my optical contact angle meter. And we are using a pre-manufactured panel here, which has had the Artdeshine already applied to it and properly cured. So now I'm gonna place a tiny 3 microliter droplet of water on the surface and capture an image quickly. I'll repeat this test 5 times so we can average the result. And here are screenshots from the software I used to calculate contact angles. And we found that this Artdeshine product produces 103.4 degrees of contact angle on average. That's a pretty solid score. Not quite top marks, but really, really good. Clearly a hydrophobic product. I mean, look at those contact angles. Visual appeal is something that is very subjective. I'm basically giving my educated opinion. Scoring will range from a 10 to a negative 10, where a positive 10 means this is a very pretty product, something that you would write home about and go like, wow, that's really nice, I wish I had that on my car. Now, a -10 would be something that really reduces the look of the paint. We're also gonna average this against a black test panel, and I'll show you that in just 1 second. And now, as you can see, I've got a blue marker on the panel here, and on the left side, the left edge of the marker, is where the Artdeshine starts. And here's an angle where you can see the Artdeshine on the right edge of the blue marker. Overall, I gotta say, this is an insane looking product on the red. I will throw in like a little desaturated image just in case you're working with a smaller screen. But man, this has gotta be one of the prettier products on red that I've seen. Absolute 10 here. And here we've got the black test panel, and the Artdeshine again is on the left of the blue marker. I think it looks fantastic. There's a different product on the right that we're testing for a separate video, and it looks much more striking, I would say. It's not quite as crazy as it is on the red. That is what's interesting to me, because typically we see better performance on black than on red. This is still very nice, definitely a 10. Now it's time to figure out if the Artdeshine nanographene coating has increased the specular reflection of this panel or decreased it. Now, in the past, I used to do this testing on my red test hood. I've decided to change things up and use these panels instead, and these are actually different than the panels you've been seeing. These are brand new panels that I had manufactured for me by the company that makes the optical contact angle meter panels. And these are basically like flawless. I mean, nothing's really flawless, but flawless compared to the panels that I painted myself. They're much more consistent, and I'm gonna be switching this testing to these panels. One other interesting thing about these, because they're black, they don't really reflect as much light as the red panel does, so it gives us a lower base. These come in at 88 gloss units on average, all 10 of them that I bought. And yeah, that was pricey to get 10 of these made. And ultimately, I think it'll be more interesting to see products both raising and lowering the gloss level, which is something I've maintained for years, that the higher your polish, the more specular reflection, the harder it is to apply a product and go up. They almost all go down. And now that we have this lower base, we're gonna, and in fact, I've already done some testing that shows that we are seeing many more positive numbers and less just negative numbers. Now, I don't know where this Artdeshine is going to come in. We're going to take 5 readings, we'll average them out, and basically if it increases from the base, which is 88 gloss units, we'll give it points. If it decreases, we'll take away points. So let's do our first reading. Got 89.7 there. Got a solid 91.1. Got 88 flat. Got 87.6. And we got 89.4 down here. Now, if we take this number and we divide it by 5, that gives us our average. So on average, we got 89.16 gloss units. If we subtract the base 88, we're gonna see that we gained 1.16 or 1.2 points because we're gonna round up. So yes, this product did increase our specular reflection by 1.2, rounded up, and it gets 1.2 points as a result. It's good to see more positive results in this testing rather than always seeing negative. Let's find out just how slick the Artdeshine nanographene coating is on this black test panel here. And to do that, we're gonna measure the static coefficient of friction of the product on this panel by dragging a block across it and measuring the resulting gram force. We're gonna take 5 readings and then work out that static coefficient of friction. And we've got 110 grams, 90 grams, 100 grams, 80 grams. Let's get the final reading, 100 grams again. So now we can divide this by 5 to average, and we get 96 grams of force needed to break that block loose so it starts sliding. Now the block weighs 1,040 grams, so the math to work out the coefficient's pretty simple. We just divide by 1040. And we see that our static coefficient of friction rounds down to a 0.09. That is very, very slick. And remember, low numbers are good on this test, and because this product came in slicker than a 0.10, it's going to get 10 points. This is a very slick product. And of course, durability is a huge deciding factor when picking out a product. And in this test, we have an objective and repeatable way to compare products and tell you which ones are more durable than others. Before starting the test, let's just spray our product with some water and see what kind of hydrophobicity we get before any scrub passes. The product is clearly performing well compared to the control strip in the middle. We are seeing it drain water really quickly. You don't see everything kind of stuck on there like that control. I'm gonna lock our test panel into the alcometer, and this machine is gonna scrub these terry covered applicators in a predictable wear pattern at right about 30 RPM, and it's gonna dispense shampoo as it goes along. Now the scoring, I'm gonna show you that on the screen now, and it's gonna go in buckets of 0, 10, 20, 50, 100, 300, and 1,000. Whenever the product fails, we look at where it failed and give it that amount of points. I'm gonna dial in 10 washes and the machine will automatically stop. With 10 washes complete, is the Artdeshine Nano Graphene coating still working? It's clearly still working and working very well. Let's run it up to 20. 20 washes in, let's look at the NGC. It's clearly still working. Let's run it up to 50. Now we got 50 washes. Does the NGC still work? It's working great. And now we're gonna go up to 100 washes. Works like a champ. Let's kick it up to 300. With 300 washes, is the nano graphene coating still performing? It's still working like it's brand new, and not surprising. Last time I was able to put thousands of scrubs on it, and now we'll go to an absolutely gigantic 1,000 washes and see what we get. Now we've done 1,000 washes on the Artdeshine Nano Graphene coating. Let's see if that had any effect. Absolutely no effect. Well, the testing is complete, and I really want to compare and contrast the prior testing with what we saw today and just some general thoughts about this product. Now, obviously, the installation significantly easier with the updated correct instructions. The product comes up like a dream. It is actually easy to use. Again, I understand why a professional would pay money for something that is not only just very durable and strong, but also real easy. You don't want to waste a bunch of time and have a hard product. It shouldn't be a punishment that you're a professional. You should be paying, it's like buying a really nice tool. You're buying it because it makes you faster, it makes you better, not because it's harder to use. Now, as far as the rest of the tests we performed, I did go back after having completed this new round of testing and looked at the old video to see what those results looked like. Even though the product was applied slightly differently, we still saw the crazy durability. We saw that it looked better on red than black, just like last time, even though I genuinely didn't even remember that. We also saw some great contact angle results. It's definitely a hydrophobic product, maybe not absolute top marks, but it is very nice and hydrophobic. Overall, I think this product just really provides what a customer might want, or what you might want if you are a customer, from a pro grade product. I'm genuinely not sure that there's anything else out there that is quite this durable. There's other products that do score the 1,000 washes, but you saw this thing, it wasn't even touched at 1,000. So overall, I do think if you're a customer looking for something like this on their car, it's maybe a good choice if an installer in your area offers it. If you're looking to become an installer, if you're a professional, these guys make some solid stuff. I would definitely consider this. I have a whole pile of other products from these guys to test, and I'm sure we'll get to those together soon. So very cool stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, again, make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, ringing that bell to see more of this content, and I'll see you again really soon in a future video.